Alright, and so we continue. Since the last video, I have spent a little bit of money to make our boy Endo here look a little bit cooler. Alright, so I need to go back to Camp Drybone and continue the storyline. Hi, I'm Isambard, here to search for the missing folks, I take it. Minfilia sent word of an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amalja. It seems we know who the culprits are at very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help the victims see the victims safely returned. Oh, hey, Glamour Dispeller. What do you mean by this game? Isambard of Camp Drybone is seeking help to solve a mystery of missing persons. Let us get right to the matter. Minfilia names the Amalja culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amalja hands. The flames burn the flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of St. Adama Landama. Innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before the mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amalja still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amalja seek in this area. Alright, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's this one. This rounds about to the south. I'll have to see if Halatali is available for me. Since if I'm not mistaken, they added that to the duty support. Oh, wonder where I'm supposed to go. Give me the strength to carry a couple of corpses. Hup! And hup! And hup! Picking up three full adult-sized corpses. No, looks like the quest is not there yet. So it must be after a certain point that it unlocks. Unsolved mystery. I just realized that's what the quest is called. My legs. It's good to see you returned. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? Ripe corpses. This poor soul appears to have been ravaged by an Amalja before sitting to rot for several turns of the sun. With these bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls may find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, what of the Amalja? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unaware. Ah, so there were Amalja remaining after all. I feared as much. Their parts in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed. But I sense there is more to this plot, more to this than meets the eye. Transformers? The occasional Amalja raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kind of numbers. The total is too great and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But who? Countless travelers through the dry bones. Countless travelers pass through dry bones every day. And even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? What poor people think. Isambard aims to turn the investigation to the common folk. What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? They may be among them that we find. It may be among them that we find the reason for these vanishings. 12 forbid it so. There was a merchant by the name of Ungust who was born here in Drybones and grew up in the Golden Bazaar, a rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show it to him, else he's not likely to speak to you. I wonder who it could be. Oh, not there. Oh, it's you. Well, gods be damned. You're the bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ul'dah. What in the seven hells do you want with me now? Isambard's note. A few words scrawled in code by Isambard of Drybone. Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours, Isambard. Folks around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby them. Played them all for fools, coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're more timid than before. What with all the disappearances, you can talk to yourself if you don't believe me. Please, sir, just leave me be. I've nothing to say but this. Thal take who or whatever has been feeding off us low folk. Petrified Papa. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. Just as I told you, wasn't it? A whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to better places. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. I wonder if we'll see him again. Welcome back, Endo. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungust. Well, another thought occurred to me. In your absence, the common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of us. Something of use. A proper burial. Isambard would like you to learn what you can from the clergy. If we know what the common folk speak of to their gods, If we know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to ask than the Church of Saint Adama Lindama. It is a small and humble church found northwest of here. And so long as you're headed there, might I ask you to deliver this emballed corpse a morbid request, I grant you. But it would be born to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marquis. He tends to the grave of the Litchard. He will tell you where the bodies are to be interred. Nope, still nothing. I am the Marquis, yes. A body, of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, sir. If you seek a place of burial, there's an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. My legs! May they all walk in Thal's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Orson can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me. You will find Sister Orson within the church walls. Orson. I hear you have done us a service in the bearing of the fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when you see him next. You seek knowledge of missing Drybone's inhabitants. It's true I am closer to the people than any other in the Order. I confide in them and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share that information with you. I only wish Marquis would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did not offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I receive words now long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man named Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have words with Marquis, and soon. Can I record while streaming? I have to assume that I can. Because it still has the button to start recording. Alright, Isambard. Thank you, Endo. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught amiss among the art of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Endo? A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Stankford, and I share passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I, too, spoke with Ungus more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to the notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service of their gods. Prostrations, prayers, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unaware than she who takes confession than our good sister Aurson herself? Aurson? She wouldn't. She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, as you would be wise to keep an eye on this rose. Still, the Lichkeeper Marquis, I'd swear to the 12 I'd seen the face somewhere else before. Oops. Hit wrong button. No can skip. Oh, there we go. Skip cutscene. There we go. Boop. By the time I'm able to actually take my job, I'll be able to take friggin' 30, 35, and 40. Isambard, for the children. Isambard is concerned about the questions surrounding Sister Orson's integrity. Sister Orson, it cannot be. Though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But no, it could not be. She couldn't. I grow weary of suspicions. I know there is one child in particular she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Endo, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Orson's activities. Chupabo, girl. Yeah, I don't think it'll have it, but I'll talk to the point. Oh, nope. Wait, there we go. Nope. Yeah, I don't think it has the bazaar. Yeah, no, because I haven't unlocked it. And they don't let you rent chocobos out in the wild, which I think is kind of dumb. Nope, this way. Alright, start jogging. Please help. Sister Orson went out on her own, all on her own, and hasn't come back yet. She always reads to me right here about Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing, and she went looking for it. But what if the monster outside hurt her? Please find her. Time to smoke these fools. Why would you make me? rotting mage or rotting pikeman, so zombies. You're the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child. Yes, well, I was about to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Sister Orson was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Guards forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for mementos of orphans, and risking her own well-being in the doing, no less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. I'm all the wrong places. Looking for love in all the wrong places. Isambard seems to have a message for you from Thancred. I am well. I am well glad I reserved the inn for Sister Oren's. It seems she received greater injuries from her attacks than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now, on to the matter at hand. Thancred seems to came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be waiting at Amalja encampment to the southeast. I pray you too are able to uncover some evidence regarding the disappearances. Yeah, I think they trimmed that out, or maybe I'm remembering a later part, but I know you go and speak to somebody inside of the inn. From all your own places. Nope, not yet. What quest is this? What quest level is this? 19, yeah. Journal complete. Yeah, so I'm waiting until I hit 20. Do the next quest for Murata. Ah, there you are, Endo. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about Sister Orson. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Orson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amolja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Endo. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Sure thing. I'm pretty sure they're not even going to aggro to me because I'm 14 plus levels over them. I'm going to walk through you. You attack, I'm killing every single Amolja here. That's what I thought. Yeah. You ain't finding out. A queer leaflet. Fun little tip for anybody who randomly finds this and they're playing the game on controller. When you're in dialogues, if you press the square button or X on an Xbox controller, it will make all of your UI disappear except for the chat box. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? Another tip here is instead of pressing X or what is it? B? A? Whatever. You know, the bottom button on your Xbox controller and then clicking here. If you press square or X, it brings a little pop-up where it automatically brings up the item that you want to turn in. So instead of having to hunt through your inventory, especially for things that aren't part of the key items where you have a lot less to go through, you can just press square or X and snap it over. This leaflet sees the wealth of Nald. See the wealth of Nald to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And this bit about Naldthal seems somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the Order penned this. Pray, take it to the inn at the Dry Keep. Okay, this is where we talked. Okay. The inn at Camp Dry Bones. Let us see what Sister Orson makes of it. Orson. I'll do that in just a moment. Still not then. I have to assume that it's not until... Gonna have to assume that the quest doesn't pop up until afterwards. I'll help these losers. Oh, when did I get arm's length? I missed that. You? Yeah. I only did this because I wanted to save these losers. You dumb bastard. Alright, same thing. Arm's length over here. Part of my mitigation. No, that's for the fucking, oh my god, the awful, oh, I hate that part so much. Thancred. Now let us see what Sister Orson makes of this leaflet. My savior comes again. To what do I owe the honor of this day? Queer leaflet, a strange slip of parchment found at the Amalja's encampment in eastern Thanalan. What is this? Blasphemous! These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the Order, of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the Order to deceive the people? The plot thickens, Endo. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lead credence to his deceptions. There's no doubt any irony in this in there somewhere. There's no doubt irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell us, Simbad, of what we have learned here. Yeah, no new gear. Posing as a priest. Oh, to think. These troubling notions aside, if it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward, thank you once again, Endo. I shall keep my ears and eyes open now more than ever. Dress to deceive. Isambard wants to help you identify and apprehend the false priest. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor any at this camp, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon, more will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing the false promises to lure the poor. Let Endo and me let Endo and me serve like with like by posing as an impoverished soul in need of succor. I dare hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your need, so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Endo, so as to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at the camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don this old garment Imsimbot has lent us, and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. Right then, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. It's just the two pieces. It's this and then the pants. Yeah, just ignore the fact that I'm wearing gloves, metal gloves and boots, also wielding an axe. And you are? Another refugee by the look of you. The mortal flames have neither work nor coin for your like. Be gone and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. And I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. I preach the teaching of Azima, the warden. Azima, I don't remember how you pronounce her name. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azima is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, near needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. So she swallows all. Greetings, good sirs. There aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhap you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond of the north of Sandgate. That's right, the other person's on the roof. What is it? Canst not again look. Being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep with your kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? Boop. Boop. You have quite a knack for being a nuisance, Endo. The camp is abuzz with talk of a newly arrived vagrant. And though we were unable to attract our wayward aggressor, we were able to learn that the poor have communed by the pond north of the Sandgate to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. Alright. This way. Nope. Not that one. It's this one. Nope. Well, actually, this works too. A fine day for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? You look absolutely smashing, Endo, positively dressed for deception. All that's left is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. There's no way for men to live, no way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child. I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of Naldthal, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teaching of Naldthal. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god's awful murmur, Ungust. What? How do you know me? How do you know? You bastards, you tricked me. Please don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amalja raids began. They would appear suddenly as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them. Few as they were, everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, and so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amalja in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands, outrageous ones. Demands. Oh, and what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for the crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amalja. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence. You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, and yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak! It was good. What did you say? The coin was good. I said I could sell mole meat for a score of a lifetime and not see a fraction of what the Amalja pay me. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me contempt. If you want to blame someone for this mess in this world, then blame yourself or the gods. Not you again. Were you the one leaking the immortal flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that, I swear. At this stage, I am rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth. But no matter. There'll be time to learn the truth. Endo, be a good man and take word of the developments to Minfilia, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Nope. Now I get to use my tickets. No, not those. There they are. Directly teleport to the Vesper Bay. God, I'm still so jealous. Oh, I can put my shit back on. Unable to apply glamour plates here. Well, fortunately, I don't need to worry about that. Now I can check and see what new quests there are and how people have moved forward. And how goes? Oh, nope, nothing new there from Tataru. Let's see if anything has changed or if it needs. Nope. Nope. Okay, now, so I'll turn this in, take the next quest, and see if things change in here, because it should change throughout. I'm going to make it a point to do the side quests that are in here. Welcome, Endo. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see. You've done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amalja know the answer. Amalja. Suffice to say, this will not. They will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. Okay, before taking that, oh yeah, that's right, I have to go do the whole materia thing. I want to see if we have a change out here yet. Nothing there. I'm assuming Ish is still saying the same thing. Yep, she's still saying the same thing. Okay, that hasn't changed either. Alright, let me take the quest. Maybe that is the trigger point. I thought the knife was later. Life, materia, and everything. Minfilia would like you to meet a distinguished individual. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take this field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mutamix Bubblypots, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced revolutionary methods of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the greater benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for the pillar of smoke, and the way will become clear. Okay. Go and see if anything has changed again. Ola still saying the same. Yep, no change. Okay, maybe it won't change until after Should go and get a Camp Blue Frog for later. Since this, I think, is the last time I'm going to be in this area. Until, like, near the end of the game, if I'm not mistaken. Because not a lot takes you out into Central Thanalan. Some of the job quests do, but unless you started in Ul'dah, not a lot of the main story quest takes you here. Yeah, I'll go get the waypoint for Camp Blue Frog. So when I need to come back here later on, I can just teleport there. Oh, jump. Material creation. There we go. So we can make materia. Who is Uplander come to tent ring of Mutamix bubbly pop? Menphelius dagger. This plain dagger has absolutely no defining characteristics except that the hilt smells quite nice. Okay, it's a little weird. Fighty Tool drinks an airy self. When full of airy self, Fighty Tool changes to Stoneshine. Name of materia. If materia joins with other Fighty Tool, then Big Eyes. Fighty Tool gains power of airy self. Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Menphelia. Yes, tongue flaps reach the air of Mutamix with fastness. Menphelia wants Uplander to see the power of materia. Uplander brings Fighty Tool to Mutamix, yes? Fighty Tool is unstrong as eating tool. Make good teachy show of power of materia. The Materia Master. Now, eyes of Uplander point at Fighty Tool, yes? Materia joins with Fighty Tool. I just now realize that it's supposed to be like Darth Vader breathing noises. Fighty Tool gains power of materia. Fighty Tool reborn. Here, Uplander, take Fighty Tool to Menphelia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It's created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment, then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond. That brings a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When you attach a piece of materia to the gear, you imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned the dagger of yours from something that would have struggled to cut a steak into a weapon worth wielding. Uplander wishes to join Joiner of Materia. Then Uplander best fill brain case with knowledge of crafty making. With knowledge of crafty making, Uplander can become Joiner of Materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowledge of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learning one of Mutamix. Alright, deliver the materia enhanced dagger back to Minfilia. A once ordinary dagger, now made special with the wonders of materia. Boom, bum, 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 bum. Oh! Nedrick's got a new quest. Is this for Halatalia? Yep. Hello, Halatali. Nedrick of the Signs of Seventh Dawn has some useful information he wishes to share. Hail there, adventurer. I'm Nedrick Ironheart, an explorer by trade and scion by allegiance. And you, my friend, look to me, an adventurer in need of a challenge. I happen to know just the place that will offer it to you. Tucked away in the corner of Eastern Bannerland lies Halatali, and it is there that you will find the excitement you crave. The place boasts a storied history. It was built some 100 years past as a training ground for gladiators. The calamity laid ruin to it, though, as it did most things. Now Halatali is a shadow of its former self, but in the dark of the shadow lurks a wild beast, both bloodthirsty and beyond count. For one such as yourself, I dare say there is no place finer than Halatali to test your skills and refine your technique. Indeed, I've taken the liberty of passing your name along to the Flame who oversees the area should you speak with one Fafa Joni near the entryway. Okay, so that's how I can do that quest. Anything to say, Tatari? Nope. You don't become a character until later. Alright. Any change yet? Nope. Maybe there's less transitional points than I realize. Welcome back, Endo. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I am sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia will give you the edge you need. Endo. So, and the materia, blah, 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 blah. Materia may well give you the edge you need, Endo. So make it your ally. Now it's time to discuss matters of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you are ready to begin. What's the quest? What's the eye level? A heavy chest containing a weapon of item level 18 to 21. Inferno axe. Is that better? It is indeed better. Alright, now do we have a change? Polo, what are you doing? Alright, cool. Nope, still the same. Maybe it doesn't change until after Ifrit. I'll take the quest, take a peek, and then it probably changes after Ifrit if I'm a betting man. Action. General. Material extraction. Wow, even with all that, I didn't get the 100. Lord of the Inferno. Menphilia would like you to assist the Immortal Flames. Word has arrived from Thangford concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungus, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Amolja to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believes that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amolja responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have Ungus attend as planned. As the Amolja are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provide it to them, Endo. Thancred presently attends to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such a time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you, save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybones and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystals. Toll is still here, still saying the same thing. Yeah, nothing's going to change until after this quest. So from here, I will teleport to Camp Drybone. Then I'm going to do Halatali. With the duty support. No, it's not you, it's you. You're the one I want. Was that our door? Okay. Well, the smith is still here. We're always on the lookout for new talent, or the old talent getting mauled and killed. Proper training at a place such as this, now that helps. If it is the halls of Halatali you speak, you need seek no further. Permit me to tell you something of this place. The name comes from an ancient tongue. Halatali means the land of tomb of many shadows. It was here that our distant ancestors first settled, and you have not come all this way to learn your history and listen to history. Shh, listen. Do you not hear the howls and growls? Do you not feel how they shake the very earth beneath you? Those sounds are the work of no wind, my friend, nor that rumbling doing of any shadows. Those are the calls of Halatali, for now the beasts once kept for the Colosseum lurk there. And there are no gentle beasts broken by the hand of man. No, they are those within that even the might of the immortal flame cannot tame. From the looks of you, you must be Endo. I received word from Nedrick that you would be along. By his recommendations, I grant you leave to enter freely. I only pray you are able to find your way out. Halatali, now available. Enter with a party of NPCs. Oh, I now gain... Oh, they became Scions! They became scions. Because that's my they look a little bit different. Hold on. Because that was the eager lancers. That was the eager lancer for sure. Yeah, he's making his way to being a white mage. She stopped wearing a hood. She's about the same, and he also stopped wearing a hood. All right, then, my friends, let us go in. Stench of beast, we must need remain conscious. Yeah, there's no reason to go over there. Yeah, you'll be dead. That's a different arena. It doesn't have the bonfire in the middle. He's in the middle. All right. The gates, we'll see. See if they change this. He does not move still. Okay. Targeted fire 2 cast. What the hell? Yep, that's new. That's great. I'll take it. Oh, tank buster. I'll admit. I'll admit. And it hits decently hard. I mean, that was only 10% mitt, so. The confluence should bear us onward. All right. Like it's a bare bones easy mechanic, but that's completely understandable given the level range this is still for brand new players. It's low end, it doesn't need to be complicated, and it's honestly easier to deal with than the old flames coming from the braziers around the room going into the bonfire and then just doing room-wide AoE damage. I like that. I like that change. I'll have to see what they did with the lizard. I got the poison. All right. Oh, they just... Oh, it was just self-destruct bombs. I think that... Wasn't it? No, it was, Was it always self-destruct bombs? I can't remember if it was lightning sprites before. I feel like it was lightning sprites. I think the self-destruct bombs are new. Yeah, it was lightning sprites. Through some careful mitigation, was able to get through that. Oh, might as well get that chest. Doctor's tights, you say? Oh, forgot to use that. Oh, I didn't open up a browser. That's why I can't find what I'm looking for. Why is this huge? What the f... Hey, Google. Where'd you come from? I was busy doing something. Okay, now I can actually go back to that. Where the bloody hell did you come from? Oh, this one drops a chest instead of blowing up. Doctor's Cudgel. Oh, this one actually shows that they aggro as a group. Interesting. I mean, 98% of all mobs in dungeons aggro as a group. But I don't recall seeing the aggro lines in quite some time. I don't think there's anything of value. That's just the backside of the other door that you can't even open. All right, what changes have been wrought here? Thunderclap Gulver. All right, is it still the old? Are we still gonna have to get out of the water? Electrify. Yep. The water's cracked full with electricity. Oh, but that's it. Okay. Wait, so... Oh. I'm not going to admit this. Do your job, Conjurer. The water's cracked with electricity. So no more ads, no more mandatory ad phase, and invulnerability. Okay. 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 Already have a doctor's braces. Why are you stuck in that wall, you goon? Alright, so what's changed in this final fight? So it used to be he was a combination of the two fights. You had the torches that would fly towards him and cause explosions, much like the first fight. And then you had the invulnerability in the ad phase, like the second fight. So with those out, what does he do now? Alright, I'll admit this. So we have Tank Buster. Burning Ward. Tangle. Okay, so he still goes invulnerable. But now you have a big, obvious showing of it. So really the most changed fight was the first fight. Thing's fiery ward is ended. Okay. Oh, we got more tiered, ring tiered explosions. I like it. Burning ward again. I'm assuming I can't kick you to stop it. Yep. I would argue his fight is better now than it was before. My face! I actually could have admitted that properly. Fire, water. Albeit. Yeah, I would argue that this is the best. The first and the third fight are the best. I mean, they all teach you stuff. Those are all good. Those were all good. Those are all good beginner fights. Oh! Okay. Okay. Thank you, my friends. I will see you again. Hopefully soon. I'm curious who I will do. Who I'll do Ifrit with. I'm curious what the narrative, if they've weaved in a little of a narrative for me having support for doing the quest with the duty support. It makes sense for all of the regular dungeons so far, but specifically for the way that Ifrit plays out. Ah, your Endo Ebenfold of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We are stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on the mission. Our objective is to capture Emulja and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizard men aren't aware that their man, Ungust, has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every man must count, and so we request the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. And we stand and learn, we stand to learn much and more of the Emulja plot if the mission succeeds. Endo, let's make sure it does. Rotting corpses. Will be level sync to level 24. Is the bait in place? Our man's in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amalja appear. Yes, sir. Again, you paid money for that haircut? Ah! What's the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the immortal flames, clutches for moon, because before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? 'Twas almost as if we was feeding in information from the inside. If someone, your every movement was known to me ahead of time. Now, as much as I'd love to chat, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. How long will you last, I wonder? Oh, do I have your aggro? Is that why? God damn it, is there no end to them? The show's only just beginning. To crush your enemies. Put up your weapon, or your comrade's a dead man. Behind you! Sleep. No. Don't Cosby me, bro. Bring him. The rest of you, march! Traitorous scum. The lizards claim they will soon bring us before Ifrit for tempering. All of us are as good as dead. Come here, sell your weapons. Listen well. The water feeds into the marshes of Drybone. A short swim will see us to freedom. However, if all of us attempt to flee, we are likely to be discovered. You alone must sneak out and assemble a rescue party. Once you have won free, seek our comrade stationed at Drybones. He will show you the way back here. May the 12 speed your way. Hold on. I'm gonna do it. I'm curious. So that's the explanation for. So the way that I have help is that I snuck people back in. Is that the way of it? No company leader. No, not him. Oh, there he is. Okay. Adala Flame Private. You need to go rescue our comrades. Rescue her comrades. Yes. Okay, so the thought process is that I escaped unnoticed and then arranged for a rescue party to come back. Going to kill us, aren't they? Because I don't want to die. I want to go home. Lizard men march us to their stronghold. They're preparing for something, and I do not want to be around when they're finished. I fear the Amalja mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death with steel in hand. The bowl of embers. Enter with a party of NPCs. Yep. So my group is here. So I'm assuming that the lore explanation is that I snuck away through the thing, arranged for a rescue party. I got my Scion party members that come and help me to be able to face against Ifrit because they can resist being tempered. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. Almighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you. Grace us with your divine presence. Almighty Ifrit, we bring before you innocent, ignorant savages who know not of your godhead. If it pleases you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame, and mark them as your own. Bloody house! Bring those two as well. What's going on here? This isn't what we agreed. None but the servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the right of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No! Spare me! I beg you!
Pitiful children of man, be by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions. Feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn.
Almighty Ifrit, my one true God. Your words are my bread. Yo, am I supposed to feel something, homie? Impossible! By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? Could it be? Your soul already belongs to another? Yes, that is the only explanation. I fight for mommy. Forsooth, thy frail mortal frame can serve as vessel to the blessing of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear. Thou art of the godless blessed's number. The paragons warned of thine abhorrent kind. Thy existence is not to be suffered. And then they just like jump in from the side or something. That's my canon explanation. All right, my friends, let's go. Such sweltering heat. My flame consume thee, thy flesh and soul both.
Succumb to the inferno!
Surrender thyself to the flames of judgment. Thy soul shall burn for eternity. Radiant plume. Yeah, I definitely did not escape that. Crystal of fire. Whew. Pray forgive my lateness. I was delayed by a congregation of Amalja zealots. I swear, each seemed more evangelical than the last. Persistent lot. It's actually pretty badass. Whew. I see the Bloodsworn waste no time in extracting the captives. No less than I'd expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it is fair to say their hardships have only begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Endo. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would have left I would never have left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. No, it's fine, bro. But let us continue this conversation in much more agreeable surroundings. Camp Drybone, shall we say? This way, sir. So that was the mighty Ifrit. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I anticipated, even taking Ul'Dan interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely upon. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet, I find that I am troubled by the adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such foe prove a hindrance to our plan? Perhaps, but that is a consideration for another time. You have been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall needs to be on my best behavior. Confront Ifrit in the bowl of embers. Oof, that's a lot of dead bodies. Ah, there you are, Endo. Come, rest a while. You have no better opportunity after witnessing that god's ignominious defeat. Ignominious ignominious defeat, the Amalja will be less inclined to risk our wrath, for a time at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you could forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. They may be of whole body, but the same cannot be said of their mind. For once a man is tempered, but it still suits me well. But it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hands, no less. That is a deed of no ordinary individual, Endo. Not that I've ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Minfilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bringing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the Waking Sands when you're good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. Tataru. Oh, wait, no. Anything to say? Nope. Still the same. Okay. Ishtal is still there, saying the same stuff. Brent still hasn't made his delivery. The triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. My late arrival nearly cost Endo his life. I wasn't there when the Amalja took him prisoner, and I wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle he survived. But that does not excuse the fact that he should never have had to face the dangers alone. I failed him utterly, just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... Now, Thancred, we bros. Endo, it is so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I just finished regaling Minfilia of your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear, and now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amalja undertook both the robberies and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. Nor is the tale limited to Uldar. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence there, and the stronger they become, the more aether they require. Now, aether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life, and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require more concentrated sources of aether, crystals. It is for that reason that incidents involving crystals can often be tracked back to a primal. Which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well in the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of Aether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon toward which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants the being physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from the followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process which you were subjected. Yet, even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thralls, you alone remain unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait: meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are new development, and one which fills me with unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you needn't concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of that respite, Endo. You may be sure that it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who felled Ifrit, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. Whether she intends to or not, Minfilia neglected to tell you something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I am sorry to report that they are all to be put to death. The flames with whom you met, whom you were imprisoned, included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal, whom he cannot choose but to worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope you will continue to stand with us, Endo. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Gods forgive me, how many more lives? Louisoix would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Okay. Now surely something has changed. Level 37. Oh, I can also go and do, Damn it, Brent, make your delivery already. Yeah, so that hasn't updated yet. Now I believe we start the longest and most annoying part of the game. Oh wait, no, not this part. After that. A hero in the making. Minfilia is wearing a wry smile. Might it have something to do with your newfound fame? Until not so very long ago, you were but one of many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Y'shtola that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in short time and won fame in doing so. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. We have guests, Endo, or rather, you have guests. Beg pardons. Lady Minfilia, radiant as ever, as always. I am given to understand the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom, Grand Company of Limsa to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, Endo, your recent exploits have garnered you the attention of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Endo's deeds spread so quickly that the immortal flames should know of his triumphs is to be expected. But what if the other grand companies? Your reputation precedes you, Master Ebenfall. 'Tis no ordinary man who can face a primal and emerge the victor. The Order of the Twin Adders has a need of valiant men such as yourself, as you. Join our strength to yours, strain your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure the peace ever reigns in the Twelveswood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Master Ebenfall. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A man of your talent belongs with the mortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said, "You have the look of a hero." Full oft does she speak of you, friend. As do many others in Limsa, before the rest of Eorzea took note. took note, your name was well known to us, owing to your various deeds on behalf of our citizens. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsalominza to the shores of glory. Lady Minfilia? Very well. Though I'm quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economical, and technological resources of their respective city-state in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Uldar. Serving a Grand Company may mean serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense, tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you're agonizing over which Grand Company best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I concede that it is no small choice you face. Ah, a thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold the remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand the leaders of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well. Let Endo hear our leader speak. Then return here with his decision. We eagerly await your answer. I knew full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed and not best suited for the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a Grand Company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Endo, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet, know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one man in the midst of the Grand Company. However, you will be one man among many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization needs not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely on your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Grand Companies seek to protect their own nation, so we Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow you to stay in touch regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, Endo, and you have the power to help shape it anew. Now, none can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, is naught we cannot achieve. Now it is time that you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak with Tataru. She will advise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. The power you possess, there will be those who will wish you ill, and you must need be on the lookout. Yet however vigilant you are but one man. Okay, she's just repeating. When Admiral speaks, even pirates listen. That is no small thing. She is a born leader, the kind one would gladly follow to the seventh hells. The Flame General is a passionate man, and his words never fail to light a fire in the belly of those who listen. I am sure you will be no exception. The eldest seed sphere speaks only truth, and her words have the power to touch the soul. At the sound of her voice, all fall silent and attend to her. Oh, yep. Ishtola is not here anymore. Alright, things have changed. There she is. The destruction that visited this land cannot be attributed to the forces of the Empire alone. Worm of midnight, of breath infernal, for some legends, a legend made flesh, for others an insidious symbol of memory lost. We grasp but a piece of this puzzle. Much and more must we question and contemplate ere the fallen moon revealeth its myriad secrets. I've heard word of your deeds. I am sparing in my praise, so know that you have truly impressed me. Be that as it may, it is fortunate that Thancred arrived when he did. Had he been a moment later, I shudder to think what might have transpired. Hey, Arneveld. An experienced warrior like Appa won't die so easily. He's strong, fast, cunning. Aye, he'll come back safe. Oh, what happened to Abba? I must confess, I do rather miss that obnoxious Mikote's company. Abba is taking part in a joint operation with the Immortal Flames. I imagine he's having the time of his life right now. Oh, that's right. Didn't he get tempered? I gotta look that up now. I think Abba got tempered and had to be executed? Okay, no. Hey, Brent. Everything's looking to be in order. Right on then, on to the next customer. Oh, hello again, laddie. Meet Persevanes. We was thick as thieves in the old day. At least, I think we was. Or it might have been that he was a right creepy bastard, and I did my best to avoid him. Still, we both members of the old order, so either way, we're in this together, eh? You put us all to shame with your recent performance in the field. If I'm to keep up, I dare say I'll need bigger knives. Oh, Papalimo Anita. 5 years ago, the Grand Companies joined as one and fought the Garlean Empire at the Cartano Flats. And now, for the first time, the people will gather to remember who fell in battle. That being said, no one has any clear memory of what transpired that fateful day, not even the leaders of each nation. Speeches? Oh yes, I love them. Though, there's nothing like a good exposition when you're having trouble sleeping. Okay. So it seems like no quests. But we did have some new dialogue as the world has changed. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, Endo. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often to a few too many people. Next time I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally, if necessary. Anyway, I expect that you know where the Remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adders, will hold the first of the 3 services, and Elder Seed Seer Kane Senna will deliver her address at Mikote Amphitheater. Miketo's Amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to organizational challenges involved in assembling the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services may change. Still, there's not much can do about it, so make Gridania your first port. Next, you'll go to Ul'dah, where Flame General Rabban al-Din will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored there's to be a special guest. How exciting! Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Nimsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Merylwib Blofuswin will be giving her address. The room is accessed via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself at the Sentry Xanthel, and he will admit you. Got it all? Well, off you go. I hope you find the Remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-state in my prescribed order, though your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in your favor of your preferred travel. Farewell. Alright then. I will do as she said. I will go to Gridania, then Ul'dah, then Limsa. But first I must take a brief break for a bathroom break.